Hello guys, this is your friend the great lobbyist, and I am back again with another awesome video. And today we're gonna review the Xiaomi Poco F2 Pro 5G. This is the latest addition in the 5G category smartphones, and Xiaomi has not left any stone unturned. We did the review of their Mi 10 5G a few weeks back, and now we have another product from the house of Xiaomi, which is Poco F2 Pro 5G. And let's go straight inside the box and find out what this bad boy packs and what's inside the box, and we're going to talk all about it in detail for you to know. And by the time I take this bad boy out of the box, please don't forget to press the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can continue to get all the notifications from us. Let's get straight on to it. Hello guys, I'm back again, and today we are having a look at Xiaomi Poco F2 Pro 5G. This is one of the latest additions into the Xiaomi family 5G series phone, and under the Poco brand name. Poco has been doing some amazing work like on any other product under Xiaomi umbrella, and F2 Pro is nothing short of that. While we look at this particular beautiful bad boy, let's start talking about what it packs inside. Now, it has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 865, which is one of the top line processors, which is Cairo 5857nm processing technology. This is an octa-core processor which can go up to 2.84 gigahertz, and which gives you a brilliant performance. And it's got a graphical processing, a part of it on Adreno 650, which can go up to 587 megahertz. And the processor that you're using is a 5th generation AIE processor. When it comes to storage, it comes in two different variants. It comes in 8GB and 256GB variant, and a 6GB and 128GB variant. Now the only difference is the type of memory which is being used. The 256GB variant uses LPDDR5, and the 128GB variant, which is the one we have, uses LPDDR4X. That's pretty much it, and difference between the two is pretty minimalistic. You will not see a big difference in the performance when it comes to this particular phone. A beautiful 6.67 inches of AMOLED full screen display, Gorilla Glass 5 in the front and at the back, and it is completely fingerprint resistant. I mean, the finish is absolutely brilliant. A 2400 by 1080 full HD plus resolution with 500 to 800 nits of brightness, which means you can absolutely gonna enjoy the experience when it comes to this particular phone, specifically when you're watching video or playing a game. A contrast ratio of 5,000,000 to 1, and which is absolutely amazing, which means the blacks are going to be absolutely black and the depth is going to be absolutely brilliant. A 60 Hz refresh rate and a sample 180 Hz sample rate as well. Tubular line full care display certification, and an HDR10 plus support, which means you can absolutely stream Netflix on HD. brilliant stuff. I mean, the front of this phone looks absolutely gorgeous. Comes with a factory installed screen protector, so you don't have to worry about the scratches. And anyways, Gorilla Glass 5 is pretty sturdy in itself. Now, looking at the back of the camera, which is very unique. I mean, it looks quite familiar when you remember one of the phones which came out a few weeks back. I'm not going to name the brand, but this looks quite similar to that, but it is a very unique way they've presented it. Beautiful looking back in Gorilla Glass. And when it comes to the camera, let's talk about that. I mean, that's everybody's dream when it comes to looking at some of the camera. It's got a 64 megapixel main camera, which is Sony IMX686, which is a ultra wide angle, and a 13 megapixel ultra wide angle camera is the secondary camera. Then you've got a 5 megapixel macro sensor camera, and then another 2 megapixel depth camera, which means the quality of imaging and taking pictures on this is going to be absolutely stunning when it comes to the rear camera of it. Now, it's when it comes to the video, AI 8K video with everything that you need. So AI 8K, 4K recording, video bokeh, and everything that you need. It's got a vlog mode. It's got all the filters. It's got cinematic mode, movie frame, you name it. It's got it, and it can do 8K video recording at 24 to 30 frames per second, which is brilliant. While it does that, it can also do 4K recording at 30 or 60 frames per second, or 1080p recording at 30 or 60 frames per second, and a very basic 720p recording at 30 frames per second as well. But please bear in mind that 8K at 24 FPS recording will be once the new upgrade of the firmware comes aboard. When it comes to slow motion, it does an absolutely brilliant job as well. It can do 960 frames per second at 720 to 1080p, and it can do 240 frames per second slow at 720 at 1080p again, and also as low as 120 frames per second. So no matter how slow you want to go, this has got you covered at a beautiful HD quality of 1080p. When it comes to the front camera, it pops up. It reminds us of one of the Xiaomi's phone that we had reviewed, I think a few months back, which was the Mi 9T, which had this pop-up camera. Now, what this camera means, when you have a pop-up camera, that means your display is absolutely clear, which means your viewing experience and your GUI experience is gonna be seamless. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be brilliant. When it comes to the front camera, 20 megapixel camera, which has got all the standard AI beauty mode, short video mode, and filters on the short video as well. It can do 1080p recording at 30 frames per second for all those vloggers that you want to talk about, or the influencers who want to do selfie videos, or for any other reason. You can also do 720p recording at 30 frames per second, and a slow motion 720p at 120 frames per second. Beautiful looking phone. It's got all that you need. It's a 5G, 4G plus, 4G, 3G, everything that you need. It's got dual SIM card and a nano SIM card slot. It's got a 4700 mAh battery with a 30 volt fast charging. Now, it uses, and it also has a wireless charging, which is QC4 wireless charging protocol, which is quick charge again. So with 30 volt fast charging, you can expect this phone with 4700 mAh battery to last close to a day. So you don't have to worry about it. You charge it in the morning, it can easily last till the evening with decent or heavy usage. And the charging time is just a little over about an hour or so, which ain't bad. I mean, no, we know that some of the smartphone vendors, including Xiaomi, has come up with some really fast charging technologies. Now today we're looking at charging technology which can literally charge a phone from 0 to 120 minutes. If you check out the news bite from last week, we spoke about a 125 volt charger which is being introduced into the mobile industry, which means We will never have to worry about those long charging hours at all. Great phone, beautiful looking phone, comes in 4 beautiful colors. It comes in cyber gray, which is the one which we're holding. It also comes in electric purple, phantom white and neon blue. So friends, this is a beautiful looking phone. It is an amazing, beautiful looking piece. When it comes to 5G phones, it is gonna be giving a run for money to a lot of those flagship models, and for the price point of little over $800 or $900, it is a beauty. It is a beauty. I would any day recommend this phone when it comes to any 5G phones which you want and you don't want to spend over $1,000 or $1,200, or even, you know, to an extent of $1,300, $400 in some cases. This is a great phone to have. This is Xiaomi Poco F2 Pro 5G, and this is your friend, the great lobbyist, signing off today with a small request to press the subscribe button and the bell icon. And if you like the video, give a thumbs up and leave a comment if you have any questions further down. Stay safe and peace.